Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout. And these Bills make the 90s seem like a distant memory. Buffalo is the Super Bowl champion. For the victors, getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. And what a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.
The Lions on the clock now. It's the Bills now on the clock. Okay, it's the Lions now on the clock. Okay, it's the Bills now on the clock. All right, on the clock now, the Lions. The Bills on the clock now. What direction will they go? Okay, the Browns on the clock now. All right, on the clock now, the Bills. The Lions on the clock now. What direction will they go? The Bills are now on the clock. It's the Lions now on the clock. It's the Bills now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock. Okay, it's the Bills now on the clock.
Tonight, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's week 1 of the NFL preseason on EA Sports. It's the Detroit Lions taking on the Buffalo Bills.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go. Here's the Lions kicker, Austin Seibert, to do the honors, and we are underway now at Ford Field. On the return, it's McKenzie. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. It's Josh Allen that'll be orchestrating the offense, a 6'5 quarterback from Wyoming.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. There aren't too many guys who can do both, and at the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
On is the punter, Hawk, as he gets this one away. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Lions will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Leading him out, their quarterback from the University of Nevada, it's Colin Kaepernick.
It's so difficult to prepare and try to defend Colin Kaepernick, and not just because of the physical skills they're always on display, whether it's throwing the ball downfield or running with the ball as well. But how about the leadership he exhibits, how his team will follow him, the smarts he has in playing the game, and, of course, the overall toughness. You can't run the football the way that he does without being a guy who's willing to take a hit.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
On third and long, it's Kaepernick. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual-type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
They'll run on first down. Singletary. And room there to work it inside the 25. 3 yards remain for second down. From the gun, it's Allen. This one caught by Davis. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Throwing is Allen on third. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary there to make the grab. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now Colin Kaepernick in the offense heading back out onto the field. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped, but what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
From the gun on third down, Kaepernick. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo set to get the football back here. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Zach Moss. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Allen. Working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's third down. This is a draw play. Allen gives to Singletary. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. From the 36, Allen on the slant. He's got Davis. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 31. On the counter, this is Singletary. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. 2nd and 8. Allen going to throw. Finding Knox there, complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Here's Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The kick by Bass is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. On the handoff, this is Swift. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
To throw, it's Kaepernick.
Going back to the same well, it's Hockenson again.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Kaepernick now to throw.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 33. To throw is Kaepernick. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick.
Going right back to Jones. This time the connection made.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Here's Kaepernick. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep...
Swift is hit, and he coughs it up.
Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that it comes regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
The Bills going to take over again on offense. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener.
Joe Reed going to return it from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
They'll get that complete to Hunter Bryant, the tight end.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll set up a throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
They'll run. It's a Zigbo.
Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. They'll drop to throw. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They'll set up to throw.
Open man is Reed. He's got it.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Second and 13. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 25-yard line.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
A gain of 6 there on first. On second down, Williams. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. On play action, they'll throw.
He'll drop this down to Williams. And he is going to have a Lions first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Vernon Butler forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Throw right side, taken in by the tight end, Bryant.
They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Seibert's kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Julian Okwara
with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 39 yards on the punt. Give him just 1 yard on the return. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 6-yard pickup and a... They'll start on the ground with Moss.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction,
and he'll get this one up to the 26.
2nd and 7.
Here's a
Julian O'Quarry. Evening.
He'll look to throw.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. A change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Bryant with a catch right side. A gain of 6 there on first.
Second and 4.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Back to throw now on 1st down. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the... on 2nd and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Again, he'll drop to throw.
They'll run the screen with Moss.
The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Flushed out right. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here.
That's going to be caught by Coulter.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And what with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for him there.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Detroit.
Tonight.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off.
Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3.
We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
And he's going to have a Bills first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. First down, they stay with Moss on the ground.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. Here's a 2nd and 7.
That's into the hands of Isaiah Coulter.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 43. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
They'll run on first down with Moss.
A tough run, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Second and 9 now. He gets this to Coulter, complete.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run with Moss.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
On the handoff, it's Moss.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. He'll look to throw. This is caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now back to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Bills have cut it to within a score. That touchdown, Charles, the first rushing TD of his rookie year.
I don't know that he's going to be Lamar Jackson or Russell Wilson or Josh Allen at this stage of his career, but he's got youth on his side. Those young legs, he put them to good use there, didn't he?
Pass on for the extra point.
It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This is Gibson. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
Franks now.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Now Franks. That's caught. It's Frank Darby. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Franks now to throw on first down. That one complete to Darby.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43.
Working out of the gun, Franks.
That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. A gain of 6 there on first.
The Franks looking to throw.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 23. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back.
On first and 10, it's Gibson.
And able to work his way down to the 16.
Second down and 3. Franks. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
That's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape for the 1st and goal.
Gibson. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Falcons push further out in front. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25. Buffalo offense back out ready to go.
They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They'll go again here with Moss.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McKenzie.
And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On 1st down, Moss. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9.
They're going to look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll set up a throw. And he gets it down to the 32. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. He's going to keep this again, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Well, he had success earlier in the drive keeping it himself. Not here, though.
And sometimes when you have that kind of success, you can fall in love with the option a little bit too much and not give the defense credit for making adjustments themselves. And that play starts to lose its effectiveness.
The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. They'll drop to throw. On the move to his left. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now.
The kick by Bass is good.
And this is back down to a 7-point game.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession.
And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
A first down throw. Here's Franks.
Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. And that'll do it for the end of the third quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
They run the toss now with Gibson.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll go again with Gibson.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4. Back to throw. Franks.
He'll find Darby. That's complete.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
On first down, here's Franks.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Second down, Franks.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Franks. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Gibson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. Ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off by a 13-yard touchdown run. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
2nd and 2. For Kidder here, it's complete. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get 1 more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
They'll look to throw here. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that
one. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. A second down throw coming for Franks.
Thomas has got it. Complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Franks, 3rd down from the gun. He'll find Gibson here, complete.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. Shifts by him.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. He finds his man, complete. It's McKenzie. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's McKenzie. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. Rolling to his... And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Marlon Davidson.
And they're to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? It doesn't really matter. Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And he returns this to the 22. Atlanta regains possession of the football.
And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They go play action with Franks.
He sets to fire deep. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he finds his man. That's Sweeney. A gain of 6 there on first. Second and 4. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. The 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Patterson now for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This taken in at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bills offense back out onto the field. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. He finds his man, complete. That's McKenzie. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
2nd and 1. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The last drive, remember, a similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
They'll run on first down. It's Moss, and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. Second and 5. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
2nd and 6.
That's going to be caught by Coulter. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route,
and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Back to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Tommy Sweeney there to make the grab. And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. On 1st down, it's Gibson, and he gets it down to the 32. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches.
Gibson again.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here's a give to Gibson.
Open space inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line.
68 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. Well, partner, it's just preseason, but it always feels good to be in victory formation, taking the knee for the W.
Yeah, I've often thought to myself when I watch these preseason games, some teams need the wins more than others. You know, if you're established and you're used to winning, not quite the same. But if you're trying to learn how to win, it's important to get it done. And to be able to kneel down at the end, even better.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.